It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. All that and more coming up next.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Mexico City. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey, 73 yards. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful. Right.
They'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. A first carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The give is to McLaughlin. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. To throw is Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down, Harvey. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Off the play fake, Nix. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Play action. It's Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. They'll run on first down. It's Harvey, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harvey, and they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Nix. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Chargers. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Herbert now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Herbert. Open man right side. That's McConkey. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. A fourth down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
And right now, they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Harvey. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harvey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Harvey, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. A touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd down and 6 now. Now it's Herbert. Pass incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45. Field will have a challenge forthcoming. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Let's go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hampton. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Here's Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll send the tight end in motion. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers! Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 6. They'll go play action with Nix. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14 in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, LA. Quentin Johnston, 73 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been now after the Dicker field goal. He's back out, ready to send it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Broncos offense and veteran receiver Cortland Sutton getting set for their next drive. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy.
Here's Nix. This one complete. It's Devon Vele. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. Here for 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Nix to throw again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Throwing Nix toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. They'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. It's complete to Williams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Short throw to Disley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really high level.
They've been hot so far. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll keep it on the ground. Harvey. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Harvey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Harvey. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Up the middle they go. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st down, it's Harvey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes now. Here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down and allowed to throw it anyway.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Operating from the gun. Herbert looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Harvey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harvey. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 28. 107 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 3rd down, it's Harvey. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Harvey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now a handoff up the middle. Harvey, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 4th. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. The backup Stidham, his first throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, Focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chargers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense. Fights through, and now a crease. Still going. And down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harvey. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Stidham. That is caught. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Up the middle they go. It's Harvey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 152 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Right back to him on first down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Harvey. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Up the middle they go. It's Harvey. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
They're bringing a spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves.
Now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now Stidham off play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's got his target. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now Lutz for the field goal try. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you knows you to do so, and maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He gets it complete to Harris. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Herbert now. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To the air again, Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Chargers going to use second down from the 7. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. One last throw here for Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say adios from Mexico City.